All right, Central Coast, let's take a look at your extended forecast. We have an update bringing you for you tonight. We do have an update on the Gifford Fire. It's burned nearly 50,000 acres. This is according to CAL FIRE. We just recently looked at the updates on the status of the fire. Again, burning close to 50,000 acres. Containment, however, is at 3%, and that is according, again, to CAL FIRE and what they're reporting at this time. And the fire is occurring on both sides of Highway 166. Again, both entrances to Highway 166 are closed from Santa Maria and New Cuyama. Fire weather risk right now is quite high in the interior of San Luis Obispo County, even down near the south coast. However, by tomorrow mid-afternoon, you can expect to see that fire weather risk being high once again, just in communities north of Paso Robles, even just east of the Santa Ynez Valley, and for communities closer to the south coast, but it will be relatively low for communities in Isla Vista and in Santa Barbara. So what we're seeing right now regionally is that we are seeing high pressure ridge moving into the region, allowing for us to see this warming trend for this weekend. However, we are seeing that trough of low pressure still moving through, bringing some windy conditions into the Central Coast and for communities in Southern California. But we're expecting to see some high clouds moving into the region by tomorrow morning. So expect to see a cloudy start for tomorrow for our beach communities. However, the concern for today are the northerly winds that are moving into the Central Coast. We're seeing gusty winds out in the interior right now, just a little over 30 miles per hour in Paso Robles, but the main story for tonight is the sundowner winds down along the south coast, where we could see wind gusts near 50 miles per hour in Refugio. We are still expecting to see gusty conditions overnight in the location of the fire, even by tomorrow morning, but you can see northerly winds starting to pick up into the late morning and the afternoon, extending out into the interior and the eastern portion of the Santa Ynez Valley. So we're expecting to see another breezy, gusty day on the Central Coast for Monday. As far as the sundowner winds, here's a closer look. Wind gusts moving a little over 50 miles per hour right around the 8 o'clock hour tonight, and will continue to remain quite gusty later on this evening. So if you're driving south on Highway 101, please drive safely when you are near the Gaviota Pass. Daytime highs for today were a little warmer in Paso Robles at 94 degrees, 65 in Santa Barbara, 77 in San Luis Obispo. Current temperatures right now are a little warmer out in Shandon at 92 degrees, 94 in California Valley, 83 in Cuyama. It's quite cool right now in San Luis Obispo, and in the Santa Maria Valley, temperatures in the 60s, 70 down in Santa Ynez. Here's what you can expect to see for Monday. Warm conditions out in the interior, 92 degrees in Paso Robles, 76 in Santa Barbara. Your North Coast beach communities are going to be a little cooler as onshore flow is going to start picking back up once again, and the interior out in Shandon and California Valley seeing temperatures in the low 90s, and the Santa Ynez Valley also seeing warm conditions in the forecast for Monday, just near the mid 80s, 70 down in Carpinteria. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. So we're still expecting to see warm conditions out in the interior. However, high pressure is going to start building back into the area by Wednesday, allowing for us to see a heat wave approaching the Central Coast. However, the hottest days for this upcoming week will be on Thursday and Friday, so please try to hydrate, limit your sun exposure, and wear sunscreen. However, temperatures in Santa Maria will be in the 70s, as well as in areas in Santa Barbara.